Now let's go to the analyze side of the menu. The first item is wheel. I like the wheel because it gives me everything I need in one screen. And here we're talking about all the four perspectives, all the objectives, as well as all the KPIs within the objectives. If I want to focus on one objective or one perspective, and I should say people, then it will give you all the KPI related to the people or employees. We have 4 or 5 objectives related to employees, and then we have all these objectives. If I want to click on one objective, I will go straight to the detail screen of the KPI that we saw early on. So this is called the wheel screen. Dashboard is very well known, and usually people use it to save doing all the PowerPoint that we used to do in the old days by projecting on the screen in the quarterly performance and review meetings without really seeing the vertical uh, screen. It becomes like a presentation, and in this case, we are seeing the CEO KPIs, customer KPIs, internal process KPIs, as well as the people KPIs. The line is the target, and then the actual are the bars. If we need to find more information about any of these KPIs, we'll just click on the name and we'll go to the KPI detail screen. Next is strategy map, which is this one. This is how we make the cause and effect relationship between all the objective at all levels. Okay, in this case, if I want to make a relationship, I will just drag it and drop it in certain on certain objective, and then the system will go and create this one line. If we don't want this line anymore, we just double click on it and it will disappear. Okay, so now it's gone. All the relationship between all these objectives also are listed at the bottom just for information with the textual presentation. Next is the drill down. And the drill down is very important, not only for the CEO, but for all the managers to understand who's helping them out and who's not helping them out in a specific objective. So I chose to see this objective, which is increase customer filling rate. In this case, these are the KPIs for the CEO. As you can see here, 10%. This is really bad. When I go down to the subordinates teams, also I begin to flag concern areas that they're not supporting me on these objectives, and I will keep drilling down to the sub and sub and sub teams. And if I have people, even it will show up. It will show me, for example, Bobby Taylor KPI, which is a person within a sub team. And as you can see here, Bobby Taylor is not doing well at all in the red. And this is how I can flag issues in my organization, who's supporting my objective and who's not supporting it. Related to compare, compare is a really nice screen because it compares all the common KPIs and the common objectives. These are the objectives that are spelled exactly the same way, or the KPIs spelled in the exact same way. Sometimes space will make a difference if it's going to show up or not. So it has to be exactly the same, inclusive of the spacing. So to filter the information, I choose to only see level 2 and not level 3. So here level 3 are hidden. I can of course show them if I need to. And then go to the details and comparing, for example, customers' perspective for all the teams that I want to see. Same KPIs, for example, of customer acquisition rate, we have the same KPI here in two different teams, so I can compare them as well, and so forth. So this is called the compare team, compare screen. Also, I have the nodes. The nodes are very useful. I can select what kind of information I need to see in this node. I can select KPIs or projects. I can play with this screen. I see I need to show the cause and effect as well. I can play with it, uh, and I can at the end of the day produce a very nice cause and effect screen. I can freeze it by double clicking. I can organize them in a way that is easy for the eye. And then at the end of the day, I can print this screen. It's called the nodes. Also, we have the graphs, and you can also choose what kind of information you need to see in the graphs. Here I chose to show the KPIs. Usually it takes a few minutes for the information to show up. So here I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing all the KPIs at the bottom. Also, I'm seeing up to October, which is now October time. So all the information. Okay, this is how I can track the KPI versus other KPIs. And this is another representation of the data. You can always play with this 3D cubes for analysis. Also, we have the trends. The trends, if we need to pick two different objectives or two different KPIs and we compare them to each other. So in this case, I chose to compare increased volume with increased productivity of information technology. As you can see here, the conclusion is the more volume you have, the less productivity you have for information systems. So it's reversed relationship between these two items. At the bottom also it will show you the details of the trend. So this is the analyze menu within Keepy.Cloud.